on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. No problems knocking that one down.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor, and cashes in.
Here's Paul, and there's the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And it's in there.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Booker finds Bridges. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. From deep. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Jackson against Johnson. And the basket by Jackson.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. With 3, Booker. That one, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's George missing. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Oh, Ayton in position. Bridges passes to Johnson. And here's Booker from the arc. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Going to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker. You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
And a deep 3 from George. Leonard the pass to Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Offensive rebound, Morris. Tries again. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And Kawhi Leonard's going to take that shot all day long.
Paul surveying the floor. On the wing, Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Oh, Paul in position.
And another great decision from CP3, taking high-quality shots and knocking it down.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. George with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Now Paul, he has 6. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Jackson kicks to George. From downtown, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here's Booker from the arc. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, George. From deep three-point range. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 4. And don't go up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. On the wing, Booker. From past the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got 6.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about. Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. With 3, Booker. Morris with the rebound.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
The 3 from George. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Paul passes to Booker. That one misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. It's Jackson with the drive. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Ayton. Johnson outside. Ayton in the high post. Jackson on him. 5 to shoot. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Leonard against Bridges. Left side, Leonard. Zubac finds Leonard. Fades and shoots. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years, but it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career. Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
And George, here we go. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Off target from three-point range.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Booker outside. Over George. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Drills the three-pointer.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Los Angeles leading by 11. Leonard inside, defended by Bridges. The shot's good.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Kicks it out to Booker. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. LA's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. George with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Paul passes to Ayton. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Setting the floor for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Suns trail by 13. Oh, Ayton in position.
The classic big man play there, just pushing right past the defense and finishing strong.
From deep, George. Phoenix grabs the miss. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight. The shot by George, no good. Suns trail by 12. For 3, Booker up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Here's Jackson. Outside, George. There's the triple. That doesn't go either for George.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Jacks up a 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
And the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
That doesn't go either for George. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
He kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. A three from Leonard. Jackson passes to Zubats. Outside Leonard. Three-pointer. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
1:14 left in the third quarter. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. The pass to Booker. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's George for three. Bridges with the board.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And how about Booker just zipping around the defense and still able to make that J?
The deep three from George. They grab their own miss. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Shot clock at 6. Takes a three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Passes it to Johnson. Back to Booker. From deep. Again, the miss by Booker. Outside, George. Here's Jackson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with us. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you could do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Let's go. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from 2-point land, 3-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Clippers leading by 13, and the wide open shot from Morris. And the three off target. The Suns shooting 43% from the floor. Booker, right side. Unloads. Nice shot from the wing. Booker's got 20.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Down low, here's Morris. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Jackson gets the bucket.
Good work down low from the 6'2" Reggie Jackson. Not bashful.
Jackson against Paul. Bridges outside. Shoots the three. And that one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. And Leonard gets it to go.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Booker looking around. Can't connect from long distance.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
It's stolen by Morris. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Now, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Man showing some terrific range. George has got 25 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Zubats against Ayton. And here's Leonard from 3.
And Mikal Bridges is a prototypical 3-and-D guy, affecting the game defensively now.
And here's Booker from the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Leonard missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And George kicks to Leonard. George dishes to Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Los Angeles.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And Paul launches it from deep. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Jackson kicks to Zubats. And too long on the shot. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Back to Booker. From deep 3-point range. No good on that one. And here's George for 3. Misses the shot. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett.
everyone. Welcome to... And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Stolen by Russell. Outside Edwards. 4-3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Paul with it. Outside for Booker. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Russell. The 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends. Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
It's Edwards on the wing. Into the lane. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as... Oh! I can't believe he just did that!
Way up top.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Now here's McDaniels. 4 on the clock, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Paul with a steal. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Booker goes in, and Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Russell to pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Booker. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the middle. And stolen by Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Free throw is good from Russell. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And he lobs it up. Oh, deflected. Paul against Russell. And Booker with the jam.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Russell against Paul. To the wing, right side. Picked by Gobert. Towns for 3. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. And Booker, here we go. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
His ability to score on the move is part of what makes Booker so dangerous. He's just not a spot-up shooter. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Russell against Paul. Outside Edwards. Paul with a steal. 1:05 left in the first. Booker finds Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Ball against Russell. And here's Crowder from the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Outside Edwards. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Bridges passes to Paul. Now here's Ayton. Bridges outside. Pass to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Bridges. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
You know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Here's Booker. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Gobert. Nice move. And the layup is up and in. Gobert's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Right side Booker. Crowder outside. Shot clock at 5. Booker can't get it to go.
Changed his mind during the layup. You can't be indecisive there. Tried to pull off another shot and missed it. Indecisiveness is never good when you're shooting the basketball. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Now Towns. The 3 ball. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Crowder with it. Russell covering. And Crowder with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside McDaniels. And he banks in the layup. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special. Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
1:24 left in the first half of this one. Towns a screen on Paul. Pass to Towns for three. And they get it back. Back to Russell. Here's Towns. From deep. The rebound by Devin Booker. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
In transition, here come the Suns. Pass to Aiden. Crowder, a screen on Reed. Aiden passes to Crowder. The kick out to Paul. Driving to the basket, uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 6.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot off.
Towns for 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's Phoenix closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the center position. And they pick up 2. Give him 8.
Against close defense, Paul's agility and ball handling is really what makes the difference. Slipping by and able to get the finish.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker. And Minnesota calls time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 41%. And Edwards, here we go. Here's Russell, and a nice finish on the layup.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Paul passes to Aiden. And here's Booker, guarded by Edwards. Tipped. To the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
It's Booker on the wing. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The three from Russell. Hits the trifecta. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
He can knock it down from range, convert at the rack, and there you see the pull-up by D'Angelo. Multifaceted as a scorer.
And Gobert with a block. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
All right, everyone, give a big hand to your first Avenue Breaker.
Minnesota with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Edwards going inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Chris Paul. They throw good, Edwards.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
The kick out to Paul. With the drive, and the layup is good off the glass. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
And just an important basket. I mean, especially with their lead dwindling.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good possession there. They had to stem the tide of this comeback a little bit, and I think they did with that play there.
And the Suns pushing it up now. Booker with it. Russell covering. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's Phoenix now. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Aiden. Bridges outside. Here's Booker, guarded by Edwards. 6 to shoot. Booker no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. The 3 from Russell. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Booker. To the paint. Out to Bridges. Outside Paul. Crowder outside, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Aiden signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Aiden walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Aiden to remain a contender.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Down low. Paul against Russell. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's McDaniels. No luck on that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
A nice shot by Booker.
A versatile scorer. At 6'5", Booker has enough size to make plays in the painted area.
Edwards against Booker. Oh, they need this. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Towns, a screen on Paul. Inside, clock at 4. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Left side, Paul. Driving in. Ayton. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Ayton's gotten his second bucket.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Suns on top. They're up. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. It's Booker on the wing. Crowder outside. To the middle. Here's Ayton, the shake. And he sinks the layup.
And that's just terrific body control by Ayton, setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open.
Here's Russell. Gobert finds Russell. Gobert up top. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the Stifle Tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Back to Paul. Here's Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Timberwolves trail. Left side, Edwards. Out to the wing. Here's Prince. He's guarded by Bridges. It's Edwards on the wing. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
6 on the shot clock. And he's going for the lob. And Gobert with the stuff.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
Pass to Bridges. The kick out to Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Good D by Gobert.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Down low. Here's Ayton. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Aggressive defense from Towns here, staying all over the shot and getting a clean block.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. To take the lead. Here's Gobert. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Gobert's got 6 in the quarter.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. It's blocked by Gobert. Russell from outside. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Prince. Now here's Gobert. Outside for Russell. From behind the arc. The offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
by Gobert. It's Booker on the wing. Shot to stop the run. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. Edwards, a pass to Towns from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Bridges. Back to Crowder. Pulls it. No good. Off the front rim. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Prince. Pass to Gobert. Towns for 3. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
Crowder outside. And here's Bridges. Pass to Aiden. And here's Crowder from the arc. Aiden passes to Paul. For 3, Bridges. Rebound Minnesota. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Russell. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Paul passes to Bridges. Booker for 3. Doesn't go for him. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
You get the...
two NBA powerhouses.
These teams are stacked with talent, Kevin, and this game could be a preview of what's to come. I would not be surprised if these teams meet in the postseason.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in its small forward.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And so he's able to get one of two. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. 5 on the clock. Drops one in from the wing.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Morant outside. At the top of the key, Brooks. The shot from 20 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And Bridges able to finish.
7'1" wingspan, Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. The 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
The shot's good from Paul.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Morant passes to Brooks. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Suns. On the wing, Bridges. Guarded by Morant. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bane looking around. Passes it to Morant. Floats it up there for Bane. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Booker. Drops in the layup for 2. Booker's got 5 points so far.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Morant, that's for 2. Kept alive. And Adams kicks to Jackson. And the 3 ball is good. 5 points in the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Pass to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Devin Booker.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Morant against Paul. Bane passes to Brooks. Back to Bane. A 3 ball. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 6. Here's Booker. Takes it inside. Yes, that goes in.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
Morant drives in. Now the pass to Adams. Here's the lob to Adams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Paul. He feeds it to Bridges. He dishes it to Ayton. Yep, it counts. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Paul outside. Bridges outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bridges has got 5 now.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Suns on defense. They lead by 11. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Morant.
Chris Paul takes pride in shutting down whoever he's guarding. He gets right in your jersey.
Here's Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. 4 seconds left. Bridges with the steal. And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Pop it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Paul, and the rejection by Jackson. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Morant against Paul.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
And the dunk by Booker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Morant against Paul. There's a lob to Jackson, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shot of the game. Free throw good, Bain. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. To the paint. Ayton kicks to Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant looking around. And Morant throws it down.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Morant against Paul. Six on the shot clock. Booker outside. Over Bain. And the Suns miss again. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Morant. And stolen by Ayton. Outside Crowder. Passes to Bridges. Here he goes. That shot no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant passes to Bain. Off target with his 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
To the middle. Ball finds Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Here's Morant. The rejection by Paul. On the wing, Bridges. Brooks covering. Kicks it out to Booker. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. 1:03 left here in the second. Up top, Morant, defended by Paul. And a wide open look for Payne. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Phoenix leading by 16. Booker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Booker looking around. Paul dishes to Crowder. And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
And Morant throws it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finishing.
Ball against Morant. Now here's Paul. He's tightly guarded. Morant against Booker. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 2 over Brooks. Here's Ayton. Off with the layup.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
All right, David, thank you. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. There's the lob to Jackson. Ayton for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Drives to the hoop. Tipped away.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter space and then go and corral that backcourt.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Brooks with no one around. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
A big-time ISO player in college. Brooks has shown the ability to play off the ball at this level.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Booker outside. Here's the 3. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Bridges passes to Booker. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant passes to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Putting that 7'4" wingspan to good use. Jaren Jackson with the easy catch and flush.
Feeds to Bridges. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Jackson. Floats it up there for Bane. And stolen by Booker. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Morant with the steal. Throws it up high, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Ball against Morant. Ball outside. Pass to Booker. He kicks it to Ayton. No good on that one. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for Memphis. A 12-point game.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
The pass to Ayton. Knocked loose. Brooks with it. Bridges covering. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Stolen by Brooks. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's the lob to Adams. It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Ayton. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. Now the dish to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's Ayton missing. The Grizzlies trail by 9 to the inside. Paul with the steal. Now Ayton. On the wing, Booker. Trying to end the drought. He can't get that one to fall. Adams, some nice D. Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Ayton. From deep, Brooks. And again, Memphis no good. Suns leading by 9. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Paul kicks to Bridges. Here's Booker. Passes it to Ayton. Booker dishes to Ayton. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle victory.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Bridges. Booker, right side. And Adams sends it back. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant with it. Going inside. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Crowder finds Ayton. And the rejection by Jackson. Crowder against Bane. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Paul passes to Bridges. Booker in the post. Guarded by Morant. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Paul passes to Booker. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Morant kicks to Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Booker against Bane. Booker, good. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Pass to Bane. Up top, Morant, defended by Paul. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and Morant throws it down.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Paul dishes to Booker. In the corner, it's Bridges. It's stolen. Floats it up there for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Paul surveying the floor. This is to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. And they'll get another chance. Outside Crowder. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Booker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Here's Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Paul outside. Driving inside. Bridges finds Paul. Here's Booker. A putback, and Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Morant passes to Bane. On the wing, Jackson. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Ayton. Bridges passes to Paul. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Bridges kicks to Paul. On the wing, Booker. From deep. No good. So the Suns win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
you've got two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. Now here's Ayton. Here's Paul. There's the drive. And he buries his first look.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
George, a deep three. Leonard finds George from outside the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. It's stolen by Leonard. George with it, now guarded by Booker. Oh, there's the alley. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. It's Booker on the wing. George defending. That one drops for him.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Zubats passes to Jackson. Nails it from beyond the arc.
If Jackson finds a shot at the arc, look out. This guy has become very consistent from out there.
Bridges right side. And stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5 points. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Paul passes to Booker. The three connects from downtown.
Well, this is very much the definition of a shooting guard. Booker always looking to rise and fire from range.
Leonard on the wing. And there's the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Paul passes to Ayton. Throw it down on the lob.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Jackson against Paul. Jackson pass to Zubats. For three, George. And Ayton pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
To the paint. Here's Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Can they get it? The kick out to Morris. Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Paul with the tip. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, there's a level of athleticism and length, so Mikal Bridges works hard on the glass and good things happen.
For three, George. No good there. Now the Suns take it the other way. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Second team foul.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Jackson can't get it to go. The Suns leading. Bridges outside. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. And a deep three from Leonard. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer, Bridges. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And a deep three from Leonard. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
To think this guy as a rookie wouldn't consider taking a shot. Now look at how deep that is. Wow.
From the wing. And too long on the shot. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
The Clippers trail. Leonard finds Zubac. No good on the shot. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Suns at... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Jackson against Paul. Pass to Booker. Low block shot. Shoots over George. Booker can't get it to go. And for the Clippers, they're shooting an average of 43% from the floor. George's shot is off.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Morris on the wing. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Second chance effort. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contributed to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
Now here's Booker. He's got 7. And the Suns miss again. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Here's Paul. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The Suns trailing. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Woo-hoo! That was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
And here are the Clippers now, following the score by Phoenix. Morris can't hit. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Outside Booker. From downtown. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. George for 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Booker. Bridges outside. Left side Paul. Back to Bridges. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And it's Booker again missing.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Morris can't hit. Phoenix is shooting 40% from the field in this one. Pass to Bridges. It's tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. And he lobs it up top. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
It's Booker on the wing. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Leonard. The shot misses. Nice D from Bridges. Outside Booker. Drains the triple. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Devin Booker, one of the rare guys in the NBA, the ability to score at will, and he's rolling right now.
Back to George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Good on the second one.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Now here's Crowder. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Jackson, the pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Booker. Outside Paul. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. And we're through the first half of play here in what's... Thanks very much, Allie. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Paul. And he hits it to tie the game. Paul's got 6.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
George for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Well, the Suns shooting only 42%. Booker against George. And Booker, here we go. It's stolen by Leonard. Jackson for 3. The rebound by Bridges. Here's Phoenix. Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Well, make the right play at the rim. Devin Booker sees an opportunity and doesn't hesitate.
Pass to Zubac. And the layup is good. Give him 8 points now.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
It's Booker on the wing. George defending. To the inside. Here's Paul. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
He's off on the first. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, George with a steal. Back to Leonard, who poked away and stolen by Paul. And the Suns pushing it up now. Deflects the pass. Oh, Morris with a steal. George for three. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. George has got 7.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
Paul passes to Aiden. Knocked away. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. George drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
Pass to Booker. Inside. It's stolen by Leonard. Booker against George. Here's Jackson. Leonard outside. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Stolen by Jackson. Zubats with it. Now guarded by Aiden. Jackson can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Bridges passes to Aiden. Ooh, Morris with a steal. George outside. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Pass to Crowder. The kick out to Paul. Tries to snap the cold streak. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 6th rebound on the night. And the dunk by Leonard.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter here. George for 3, knocks it down from distance. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Such a wide open look.
Listen, this is a guy who can get hot from downtown. Great to see Jay Crowder being aggressive when given the opportunity.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Here's the 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Outside Booker. From deep. Leonard pulls down the board. George, a deep 3. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Here's Crowder. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Paul. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Tries to break his ice. Yep, that one goes.
How about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Leonard passes to Morris. Drops in the three. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Ayton. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Stolen by Booker. Crowder against George. And Crowder the bucket on the assist by Ayton.
I don't think the defense can do much more than that. Jake Crowder just exerting his will as much as his skill.
From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Booker with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. 11 feet out. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Well, the defensive instincts have always been so strong for Kawhi Leonard. Boy, good night, sir.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Up top, George. Booker defending. There's Jackson with the three. He drops it from range. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Well, the ability to catch and shoot. The rise and fire from Reggie Jackson on point.
Booker for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Booker's got 19 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The Suns running out of time.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the game. No good on the triple.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. Stolen by Ayton. In transition. Tipped. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Offline with a 3.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Leonard attacking. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Booker finds Crowder. And here's Paul. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Booker. And George with some nice D. From deep. Here's Morris. And that's going to be a travel. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. Can't connect from long distance. Jackson for three. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Paul. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
So the Clippers win it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either...
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
for the challenge ahead, hoping to come out of the gates strong. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well-equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Out to Edwards. Into the lane. Bridges with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
Here's Edwards, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Paul kicks to Booker, takes the three, and the Suns get it back. Ayton finds Johnson, and it's off from three-point range. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a three-point game, and the dunk by Towns.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there, skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Here's Paul driving in. No good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards. That one's not going to go. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Lobbed up there for Booker. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Russell with a wide open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Russell against Paul. Russell kicks to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Johnson. Towns, no luck. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
2 minutes remaining.
1:56 left to play here in the first. A nice shot by Booker.
Booker with one of the most effortless strokes you'll ever see.
Russell with it. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Russell. No points in the game yet for him. Buries it from three-point range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Russell against Paul. On the wing, Booker lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Pass to Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the fourth guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Now, here is Russell. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Russell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Paul passes to Johnson. There's the drive. Back to Paul. Fires the 3. He feeds it to Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He got into double digits.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Paul. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Paul's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Now Russell, 5 points in the game. Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Paul outside with the drive. Johnson left side. Back to Paul. Booker looking around. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Inside, and stolen by Ayton.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now, here's Ayton. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Booker outside. Edwards gets a hand on it.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
Here's Paul. 2 on the clock. Pass to Bridges. And stolen by Russell. Towns wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Towns has got 7.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Paul against Russell. Paul dishes to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Paul. And now we've got the intentional foul.
17 foul.
Outside, Russell. Kicks it to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Russell. With a floater. It's Edwards on the wing. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Booker in the post. Edwards defending. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Russell passes to Edwards. Back to Russell. Launches it. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Paul driving the lane. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
Russell from long range, and he's good on the 3-ball. Russell's got 8.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards drives in.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Booker inside. Edwards there. Shot clock at 5. Paul dishes to Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go. Outside, Russell. The kick out to Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Here's Booker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
This is what makes Booker such a dangerous scorer. He has the ability to convert through physical defense.
Russell from long range. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Booker. He's got 20. Down low, Ayton kicks it out to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 7 points.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Russell against Paul. Russell passes to Edwards. Right side Towns. Ooh, the double clutch. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for McDaniels. Here's Booker, the dish to Johnson. And there's the pass to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Paul's handles are legendary, and they're creating some space with a slick dribble.
Phoenix shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a half-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Now here's Paul. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Ayton kicks to Booker. The shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Edwards with the stuff.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Paul looking around. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Ball outside. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Ball outside. 4 on the clock. Into the lane. And yes, it's good. Paul's got 8 points.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Paul with the steal. Booker the pass to Johnson. Paul outside. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That'll be his second foul of the game.
4th team foul.
1:36 left in the third. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Edwards, screen on Paul. Now, here's Reed. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kicks it out to Prince. Outside, Edwards. Clock at 6. Pass to Reed. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Reed's got his first points in this one.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Russell against Paul. To the middle. Poked loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell fires away from way outside. Rebound by the Suns.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Johnson kicks to Bridges. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. Here's Booker. And a missed layup. Timberwolves trail by 9. Towns for 3. Booker pulls it in, and first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. And the Suns call time.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Here's Paul. 8 points for him. With 4 seconds on the clock, and the dunk by Booker.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Timberwolves trail by 11. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
On the wing, Booker. He dishes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Paul. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix. Russell against Paul. Towns for 3. Bridges with the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges sets the screen for Booker. To the paint. Edwards brings the double team. Fade away. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Russell dishes to Gobert. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Edwards finds Gobert. Back to Towns. Puts up a 3. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. On the wing, Booker. Bridges outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside, Russell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Paul outside. Booker outside for the 3. No good that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Russell. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. And that's now 10 points for D'Angelo Russell. Russell against Paul. He kicks it to Booker. Paul, right side. The Suns need to get a shot up. And the Suns miss again. Timberwolves trail by 8. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Towns for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game. Booker against Russell. And here is Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Ayton in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. For 3, Edwards. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Paul is doubled. On the wing, Booker. They need this one. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Russell from long range. Doesn't go that time. Bridges with some nice defense.
That'll be 8 seconds. Minnesota ball.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. No good that time. So the Suns win it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Paul. Booker for three. Another shot. Here's Ayton. Adams grabs the miss. Outside Bain, down low. Pass to Jackson. An easy two on the layup.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Outside Paul. Driving to the basket. Now here's Ayton. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Bain. Jackson against Ayton, and there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game. Suns on D. 4-point game. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Throws it up high.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
Have we gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers? So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Outside Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Here's Booker after the basket by Memphis. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. To the paint. And then Morant with the dunk.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Brooks outside. From the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Shoots from 14. Bridges misses. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And he's going for the oop here. And then Morant with the dunk.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
To the middle. And stolen by Paul. To the inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Moran against Paul. Inside. Outside for Moran. Tries the spin move. Shoots over Paul. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Bain.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Booker. Money from 17 feet out. Booker's got his 2nd basket of the game.
How smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
Here's Morant. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. There's 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. Down low. Morant against Paul. Shot clock at 3.
Well, Ayton at 7'1" has a 7'5" wingspan, so those arms helping out.
To the paint. Here's Crowder. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And he lobs it up. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ending the quarter up 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. It's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Outside for Booker. Three-pointer. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous. Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Booker fires from way outside. And the Suns get another 3.
Great shooting from Booker. He keeps getting better, that time from way outside.
From deep three-point range. The rebound by Devin Booker. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." B.A.?
All right, thanks, Allie. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
It's Booker on the wing. On the take. That shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second.
Well, what do you say about CP3, other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Morant against Paul. Here's Bridges. That's good from Paul on the assist by Bridges. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
And Booker with the jam.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Morant, the pass to Adams. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Crowder. Can't hit that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And he's going for the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. The drive by Paul. Down low. Here's Crowder. Ayton parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Morant against Paul. Morant, he's open. Crowder grabs the miss.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Bridges misses. The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Pass to Bane. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
We've got 13 seconds left in the second. To the paint. Stolen by Bane. Now Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On the court for Memphis, Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. And stolen by Paul. Booker with it. Guarded by Morant. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes.
Oh, that was incredible! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah. Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Paul. And he converts the layup. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's precisely what they got to do right now. Attack the rim. And if you happen to get fouled, maybe you earn a trip to the line out of it.
Here's Morant. Off the left rim and out. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Booker for 3. Out to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Bridges outside. Here's Booker. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Morant, drives to the hoop. Pass to Brooks. Goes up on the wing. Outside Bane. From deep, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Phoenix is shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Paul passes to Booker. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, as a young, dynamic scorer, Devin Booker knows how to get his way against most defenders in the league.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. And here's Jackson.
2 minutes remaining.
5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Crowder, that's good.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Brooks against Bridges. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Let's go with a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Brooks has got 9.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
1:10 left in the third quarter. Morant into the lane. Right side Bane for 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Up top, Paul. Oh, got a piece of it. He's got a clear path. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Yep, that one's good. Booker's got 23.
Athletic play right there. Devin Booker on the inside.
Morant against Paul. Shot's good by Morant.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Paul. Here he goes. Here's Ayton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
Good on both. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Paul against Morant. And there's the lob and the dunk by Jackson.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Crowder outside. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Grizzlies. They lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
And stolen by Paul. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Crowder. Here's Ayton over Adams. And there's Ayton on the assist from Crowder.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Booker going inside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Booker's got 25 points in the game. Morant against Paul. Morant, the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. Clock at 6. Banked it in off the glass.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The Suns shooting around 53%, a nice number. Outside Booker. From deep. And Morant clears the board.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's a 3 from Paul. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And here's Morant outside. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Booker for 3. And the Suns miss again.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Adams against Ayton. Back to Morant. Takes a 3. That shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And the Suns miss again. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Bridges. 3-pointer. Paul can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Crowder with a steal. From downtown. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
And you can't forget about Jay out there in transition and getting to the right spot on the floor.
Morant drawing the double team. On the wing, Bain fires from deep. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
From deep three-point range. Bridges misses. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Brooks left side. Inside. Morant drawing the double team. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good for Brooks.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Grizzlies.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
We've come to expect big-time games from him. Just another day at the office for Ja Morant.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Back to Brooks. Pulls up at the elbow. Outside for Morant. Down low. Jackson outside. Stolen by Bridges. Paul against Morant. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Exceptional effort on the road. They were